demonstrations. Frankly enough, it doesn't affect our program that much. That is one of my greatest impressions about Egypt, their political maturity. We were having our lectures at the Mass Bureau, which is just a stone's throw from the Tahrir Square. Every day we pass by demonstrators, but it doesn't affect us that much, and we were about 23 TV, radio programmers and technicians. We had a nice day in Egypt.
Would you like to go back to Egypt?
Yeah, yes, of course, if given the opportunity. Though this was my second time, I don't expect to go there again. I've been there last year, and then this year again I had the opportunity to go there. So I'm not expecting to go there any sooner, but I would love to, if given the opportunity, of course.
Bakari, how was the election or coverage of the election? What was it like for you?
It was quite exciting, quite challenging, knowing how things normally unfold during election time. But of course, from Bara, the reception that was accorded to the president from Bara, the reception accorded to the president from Bara, right down to Farafenye, all over the country, indicated from the word go that the president was going to win, because Gambians felt that he has delivered, he has lived up to their expectations. And of course, everything went very peacefully. Like, certain meetings would last late into the night. And at the end of the day, following morning, I expected to file a report. So you can imagine having sat down the whole night almost, and then early in the morning you have to at least get your story ready. It's quite challenging. But then teamwork, sometimes we do help one another. We complement one another, both radio and television. My colleague Abdul was is not very strong in Mandinka. In some instances, I would, because this is one institution. So in as much as it was very challenging in times of hecticness and the like, but we were able to live up to our expectations. And of course, our listeners, our viewers, we are really happy that our reporting was good. People followed, there was no sentimentality, there was no biasness. We did our utmost best, and we're happy that when we came back, our superiors, the Peruvian public, was very appreciative of the work we did, and this is something we are really proud of.
Good number of women groups have, in fact, composed a number of songs. You are all famous, more or less. Now it's like we've almost come off with now it's like the trade season has started. The rains, we are not as good as we wanted them to be.
Yes.
What's your assessment of the past cropping season?
Not a very good one. The rains came late and they ended early. So you can imagine crops like upland rice, crops like groundnut have done very badly. Of course, the amount of land put under cultivation naturally has increased because farmers last year the harvest was good. So that was really encouraging. So a lot of farmers, expanded, they increased the land that they cultivate normally. But, because of rains, as I said, we came very late June and ended almost even even August, a month which is really normally see a lot of rains. This year, the distribution was very bad. Rains would come at a time when plants are they will experience dry spell at a time when crops like upland rice, like groundnut, are at reproductive stage, and these are very critical stages. So, because of lack of rains, naturally, this is a very bad season, and a lot of farmers are really they have done. The season is not good for them.
Aissatou Mane, you now are an assistant news editor. We used to have news editors, female news editors, but there was a time, all of a sudden, because of the way things are going, we could not get one, but you happened to join the team. How would you describe your experiences?
First of all, I would say I am very privileged to be part of the editorial management team, assistant editor. It is a great opportunity. Being the only lady, at first it was very daunting because you come early, you have to come early in the morning, you have to run, you have to be versatile, you run up and down, make sure the preambles are in before the editor comes in, you make sure the tape editors, you give them the lineup to edit stories which the editor decides that they should be everything should be intact before the editor sits on the chair. At first, it was very, very, very daunting and frustrating, but with the helps of the like of you, who were there to tutor me, Babukar Senghor, the farmer of Fufanas, I thought this was a challenge that was put across to me, and no matter how hard it is, I have to strive to live up to expectation. So it is very interesting because every day I get to learn from my editor. Producing Menketa, it's a bit hard because like you have a normal news coverage to do for the news bulletin, combine it with your other duties. You have presentation to do, you have to be an assistant editor sometimes. So it is virtually very difficult to produce Menketa. But luckily for me, I have people like Abubakar Dabos, the Fatu Jasis, the Naikumba Dembas, who are always willing to come to my aid, and that makes my production easy because translating Mandinka, English to Mandinka, is very difficult.
Happy New Year to our viewers. I am Sira Sise. As Francis said, I'm the production secretary. Here, production secretary, when you had the word production secretary, is like, when you are in the morning, you come early in the morning, around 8, make sure the local news, because we have local news at 7 o'clock, and we have to make prepare the script for the local news reader. Then when you enter the local news, the editor will come and edit it, then we will give it to the local news reader. From there, at 4, we start to enter the news script. That's when the reporters went out, when they came back, they will give us the script, then we will enter it. The work is so challenging, so we have to do our best and work as a team. Like you are here, Babkar Senghor, Balde, Jamal, Famara, Fofana, they are all behind us to help us improve and do things correctly. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Sira. And I believe it's like you are part and parcel of the news from the word go, even before reporters get to know what their assignments are for the following day and the like. And I believe we also have a number of, let's say, new comers and the likes of Ajami Sise. She's managed to at least make it to the big screen. She's a presenter, and she's sitting, beside Fatou Jassi, a native of Brikama, and the like. So I would like to at least, sound your opinion on how you find GRTS. Are you satisfied with what you're seeing and the like?
Yes, thank you very much, Francis. I'd say GRTS is the place where today you're a farmer, tomorrow you're doing something on the economy, the next day you're doing something on a sick child. It's the place where you can be the best of who you are, And I think I'm very satisfied with the situation here in GRTS because it's crazy because it's the start of my career and I never expected something this big. You get the opportunity to meet somebody like Babkar Senghor who can talk to you about anything. You get to meet someone like you, Francis, who knows not everything, but a little bit of everything, like you always tell us. So I'd say GRTS is a very interesting place, and I never thought there's a place like this. Yeah.
I know you're an early riser, but you also go to bed early, and I believe your kind of, sleep pattern and the like has been changed as a result when you started working here at GRTS. Are these some of the problems that maybe you would want to share with maybe the public?
Well, yes. At first there was a problem. At 8 o'clock I am in bed. At 5:30 I am up. But then at GRTS, at 5:30 I am up. Funnily, I go to bed at 2 a.m. and I only sleep for let's say 3 or 4 hours, and then I am up again. It made me develop this habit of drinking a mug of black coffee in the morning so that I wouldn't be very irritating to people that I talk to. Yes, and yeah, it's been very challenging but very interesting too, because even though you're not sleeping, it's good to know you're doing something that you love, so you're never bored. There's always something for you to do. Either a new word you want to check up in a dictionary, or a new story you're following, or just an issue that you want to search in the internet and be au fait with most of the current issues. Because 2011 has been a very dramatic year about everything, the economy, politics, everything. Yeah, so there's always something to do here in GRTS.
All right.